And welcome back, everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Both of these teams are technically still alive in the playoff race, but they're gonna need a lot of help, including winning tonight. Quick throw to the left, first play from scrimmage, Cincinnati. And that's going to be a gain of about 3 or 4 for Jamar Chase. So thankfully, not too many major injuries for these teams. They are honestly, they're probably as healthy as they've been all season long. Obviously, for the Cowboys, still missing Dak Prescott. But they've won 2 straight games over the Commanders and the Giants, and they're looking for their third here. Play action, Burrow looking, gets it underneath to his tight end, who gets absolutely blown up at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, fake the toss to the right there, but Cowboys did not fall for it. Heck of a job, man. Yeah, this Cowboys defense has been playing significantly better over the last couple weeks. Ever since Micah Parsons came back, man, they have looked good. Who knew having an all-pro linebacker could improve the team? Oh, sending about 7 here. Quick throw and incomplete. Trying to get it to his number 1 target there. But Trayvon Diggs, man, great coverage, being aggressive. Yeah, T. Higgins unable to haul that one in, and Diggs, man, being able to bat that one away to force a 4th and 6 and a quick 3 and out for the Bengals here on the opening series. Punt is away. It's going to be caught at the 20, 30, 35, and taken down at the 40. Dude, Turpin is just so fast, man. Holy cow. Dude, when that guy gets going, man, that guy's like a heat-seeking missile, man. It's just... Yeah, you heard that noise correctly. That's what he's like. All right, we got Cooper Rush here under center, single back in the backfield, 2 receivers to the left. Bengals have 5 on the line. It's going to be a handoff up the middle and gain of 2 for the Cowboys. Oh, it's getting a little chippy. It's already getting a little chippy. So, like I said, the Cowboys have won 2 straight coming into this game. They are 5-7. They would need either the Commanders or the Packers to basically fall apart. And I mean, the Packers would need to lose almost every single one of their games, and the Commanders would need to lose all of them except for one. Handoff up the middle, and Dowdo able to get about 6 on that one. All right, Uncle Rico, who has been coming on as of late, man. He's been basically the number 1 back for the majority of the season. They tried to do it. They were trying to split carries between him and Zeke early on. It was not working. Zeke is just not the player that he was, and Rico slowly but surely, man, he is becoming basically the featured back on this offense. He's been solid in the run game. He's been very solid in the passing game as well. Fullback in motion to the left, play action. Cooper finding his tight end down the field, out across the 40, and that's a first down for the Cowboys. Yeah, just a nice little crossing route from the left to the right. Shoemaker First and 10 here. Two receivers to the left. Now CeeDee Lamb going to the right. Cooper Rush in the shotgun takes the snap, looking all the way with Lamb, and that's a gain of about 5. All right, shotgun, two receivers to the left, Lamb alone to the right. Fakes the toss, looking Lamb's way, and great catch, man. Contested catch. CeeDee Lamb catching it on the left sideline, toe tapping it, and that's a first down for the Cowboys. They're looking good here, man. Not going to lie, man, the white helmets looking clean for Dallas here. That's always been a good look, man. The white and the blue. The silver is solid, man. It's a classic look, but that white, man, looks good. All right, we got first and 10, ball just inside the 20. Little orbit motion by CeeDee to the left. And it's going to be a screen and incomplete. Trying to get it to Uncle Rico there. Probably a good thing. He was about to get knocked for a loss. But yeah, the playoff hopes for basically anybody that isn't part of the NFC West is very unlikely, and even those teams, it's probably going to only be one of them that makes it out. And a handoff up the middle, Rico getting and fighting for about 8 yards, and it's going to be third and a lot more manageable, probably 3rd and 2 coming up. All right, we got 3rd and 2, ball at just outside the 12. Handoff again to Rico. He's going to spin, but unable to get more than a yard on the play. I mean, if I'm Dallas, just go for it, man. This Bengals defense has been atrocious all season long. And right now, you got to take advantage of when that offense, the Bengals offense, cannot score. Got to take advantage of it. All right, we got two receivers stacked up on the right. Empty set for the Cowboys. Tight end, adjust inside. Extra protection, throwing it down the field, and it's a wide open touchdown for CeeDee Lamb down the right back of the end zone. Holy cow. I thought Rush overthrew it, but that was just perfect. That thing just dropped like 3 or 4 yards before the back of the end zone. Easy touchdown for CeeDee Lamb. All right, Dallas, man, looking good, getting it down on the ground and through the air. Extra point is right down the middle. Of course, Aubrey, one of the best, if not the best kicker in the NFL currently. And Rush able to put that ball on a dot with a guy literally in his face. All right, man. Got to give it to the Cowboys, man. They have looked good so far the last couple weeks, and that first drive, continuing to put up some decent numbers. They look smooth. But while we're on commercial break, let's talk about the Bengals, who obviously started out 0-3. Then they started to kind of win just a little bit here and there. Nothing crazy. They just were never able to really pick up the steam that you were expecting from this team. And then over the last couple of weeks, the offense has done great. They've put up points. They've been able to hold the ball for long periods. But man, that defense has just been, like I said earlier, atrocious. They've been terrible. And that's really what's keeping the Bengals from, possibly being 6-6 and maybe 7-5, things like that. I mean, they're 4-8, and the offense, even though they struggled for the first month, the first 4 games, maybe you can even say 5, you can definitely say, oh hey, this whole team was just struggling. But once you get into like mid to late October, the offense has been fine. They've had a couple games here and there, but more than enough to be able to win. But man, this defense has just been bad, man. They can't stop the run. They can't stop the pass. Their red zone defense is one of the worst in the NFL. Their third down conversion rate is also pretty low. I think the last time I saw it was somewhere in the 20s. But man, it just has not been good enough, and the Bengals offense has not been able to compensate for that. That's why they find themselves 4-8, and even if they win tonight, their playoff chances, even if they continue to win, there's a good chance that the teams that they need to lose, if those teams win within the next 2 weeks, they're going to be done. All right, we got the Bengals. Burrow under center, single back in the backfield, handoff, and it's going to be good for about 2.5. And to be fair, the Cowboys defense has not been great overall. They've dealt with a lot of injuries. Micah Parsons obviously missed a lot of games, but since he's been back, dude, he's been racking up sacks, just causing issues, man. Being the player that we all know he is, like Micah, man, he's a big difference maker. All right, Burrow in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, and it's going to be a false start on the Bengals here. Well, initially it was false start, but nope. They called it on against Dallas here, Micah Parsons. All right, Burrow in the pistol, 2 receivers to the right. And Burrow trying to get it out. He does. It's going to be a first down and a little bit more down around the 49 of Dallas. Burrow was stepping up. Looked like he was going to run. But just able to throw a little dime over the top there. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 49 of Dallas. 2 receivers stacked up on the right. Jamar Chase alone, and there we go. Nice little end around to Jamar. He's to the 40. 36 is going to be where he is run out of bounds, and that's another first down. Dude, great little end around there to the left. And just how fast Jamar, man. Even though there's a player that read that perfectly, just not able to get in his way. All right, Burrow under center, single back in the backfield. Receiver in motion to the right. Looking, gonna dump it down to his back, who gets it to the 30 and gonna be taken down at about the 28. And we got a flag, and that's gonna be holding on the offense, so wipe that bad boy away. They got a Marius Mims on the hold. Oh yeah, 100%. He's nearly choking Micah on that one. All right, we got 1st and 20. Dallas showing pressure. Then linebackers go back into coverage, handoff up the middle, and Brown is fighting for some decent yardage there. Gain of maybe 4. Oh. Referees missed a face mask there. Quick snap. Burrow looking and going to be almost taken down. There should be a flag for grounding there. Literally, Joe Burrow was like twirling around. He's trying to bring him down, and Burrow just threw it at somebody's feet, and he's trying to make the argument that there was a receiver there. Definitely not, man. That was oh man, there's going to be offsetting penalties. There was 12 men on the field here for Dallas. That's why there was a quick snap. So Bengals kind of got lucky on that one. All right, we got 2nd and 6. 2 receivers to the left. Burrow alone in the backfield. Quick throw. Gets it out to Jamar Chase, who's going to be very close to the first down marker. Gain of about 13 or 14. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 2. Oh, beautiful little out route, man. Dallas gave him way too much room. Gave him like 6 or 7 yards. Oh, Zimmer is not happy right now. All right, 3rd and 2, ball at the 27. Once again, empty set, 3 receivers to the right. Quick throw underneath to the slant route to Brown, and that is a 1st down for the Bengals, looking a lot better on this drive. All right, once again, empty set here, 3 receivers to the right. Jamar Chase alone to the left. Burrow taking his time, throwing it deep down the field, and oh no. It's going to be an incomplete pass. That ball was thrown perfectly to the running back. That was to Brown down the right sideline. Oh, and Bland literally just able to get a hand on it late. He literally just threw his hand up there, got it perfectly. Otherwise, that one was just dropping in. All right, we got 2 receivers to the right. 2nd and 10, ball at the 19. Quick throw, Jamar Chase, and that'll be incomplete ball, a little too inside. Oh no, Jamar just dropped it. Went right through his hands, hit him right in the chest. All right, we got 3rd and 10. They need to get it just inside the 10. All right, single receiver to the left, Jamar Chase. 3 receivers to the right. Burrow looking, rolling to his right, and he's going to find his man, and that is T. Higgins, I believe. And that's going to be a first down. Ball around the 7. That's just a great job by Burrow, man. Able to step up and then roll out to his right, buy some time, deliver a great ball on the run. All right, officially 1st and goal at the 6. In the pistol, receiver in motion to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Brown, and he's going to fight his way to the 5. Gain of 1. That was a Golston on the tackle there. Great job, man. 1-on-1. Was all the way to the right side of the formation, able to fight, get away from his, I think that was a tight end that he was going up against. Able to throw him to the side and bring down Brown after a minimal gain. All right, we got less than 3 minutes in the first quarter. Burrow in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Jamar Chase alone to the right. 2 to the left. Quick throw, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Bengals. Nice little out route. Chase able to haul that one in, tap the toes. That was just take the snap, throw the ball, boom, trust your guy. Oh man, by the time when Burrow let that one go, Jamar was not even out of his break, and he was still engaged with the corner trying to get some separation. So that was just, hey, I'm gonna put it right on the spot, man. Hopefully you're gonna be there. Jamar working on Duran Bland. And the kick is up, and it's holy cow! That was a wild one. Holy cow! And it's gonna be delay of game on the Bengals there. Holy cow, man! That thing almost just sailed wide left. Oh, and we got Cade York in here. I forgot it's not McPherson. Okay, so they're saying McPherson injured his groin. So yeah, so okay. Cade York, a former Cleveland Brown from what I remember. I think he was actually drafted by the Browns. Kick is up, and it's a lot better. So this one, it will count. Oh, Cade York, his girlfriend is a Cowboys cheerleader. Weird thing to put on the screen there, but okay. Fun fact. All right, man. The Bengals looking a lot better than they did on their first drive. This one able to get some decent yardage on the ground, but mostly it was through the air, man. It was mostly Burrow and hitting his top targets, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Basically what has been working for them for the last couple weeks. Why are you putting the camera on this poor kid, man? Let the young man eat his nachos in peace. That kid does not care that he's on TV. Like he clearly saw it because you could see the other people were reacting. Kid's just eating his nachos, man. Jamar Chase with oh, he's a kid. Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, the kid met Jamar Chase. Okay, now I know where the cameras were on him. Heck yeah, man. Those are always fun stories, man. When these kids are battling some real tough stuff that sucks, man. But these kids are always some of the coolest kids you'll ever meet, man. They're just so full of life. It's awesome. So 1st and 10 here. Rush under center, handoff to Uncle Rico, and he's going to be good for about 3 yards. All right, we got 2nd and 7. Lamb in motion to the right. Rush under center here, changing some things at the line. Takes the snap, quick throw to CeeDee Lamb, trying to break it. He's going to reverse field. He finds some open field down to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, and finally taken down at the 23. Holy cow, man. So that was a bubble screen to the right. Bengals played it perfectly, but they missed the tackle. Lamb literally reverse field to the left. Got some great blocks. And then just put on the Jets. He literally went from the 30 all the way inside the 25 of the Bengals. Took a little bit of a hit there at the end. So hopefully Lamb is all right. So we got ball at the 24, 1st and 10. Quick throw to the left, and Rush's receiver slips and falls, so that will be incomplete. And we got 1:04 left in the first quarter. All right, we got Lamb in the slot to the right, one single receiver to the left. Handoff to Uncle Rico, who breaks a tackle, 15, and taken down at the 11. That's a 1st down for the Cowboys. Oh boy, Uncle Rico heating up. Man, that dude's going to be ready to throw throw a ball past them mountains over there, man. All right, another handoff. Rico looking, trying to weave his way through, and it's not going to get there. It's going to be back to the line of scrimmage at the 12. And if you didn't get that reference of the past them mountains over there, look up Google Uncle Rico. You'll figure it out. All right, we got two receivers to the right. CeeDee Lamb in motion to the left. And that'll take us to the end of this quarter before they take the snap. And we are headed to the second here. Man, this first quarter flew by, man. Man, it feels like we got a good one here. Cowboys offense looking good. The Bengals finally got something going on that second drive. Especially with these teams, man. Like, especially teams that probably not going to make the playoffs. What you really want to see is just an entertaining game. The Bengals, like I said, in the next week or two, regardless of what they do, they could be eliminated from the playoffs. Cowboys, again, like I said, they're going to need Washington or Green Bay to really start falling apart. But even then, those those chances are going to be very low. So what you're hoping for is that this team, both of these teams, continue to play hard for their coaching staff. I'm not really sure how secure Zach Taylor is. And that's not me saying, oh, I think he's going to get fired. I literally do not know what the opinion is, because, you know, they've been making the playoffs. They had that run a couple of years ago to the Super Bowl. And even before, I think it was early that season, that Super Bowl almost winning season, there was talks of Zach Taylor being fired because it was like, I think it was his second or third year there. It was not looking great. Then they kind of squeaked into the playoffs. And then they really started to turn it on. Obviously, made it all the way there, almost beat the Rams. And then over the next year or two, they were playing pretty well. They were getting some big wins. They looked competitive. But then this year and a little bit of last year, they just did not finish great. They have not looked amazing. So we'll see if Zach Taylor, I think he should still be the coach next year. There's nothing to indicate that this is just, it was either a bad start or just, you know, that defense just needs to be retooled as well, man. So, and then you got McCarthy on the other side, and then there's a legitimate chance that he is going to be fired immediately after the season, but there's talks of maybe him coming back for one more year. But we'll see. All right, we got 2nd and 10, ball at the 12. Rush in the shotgun. CeeDee Lamb alone to the left. Throwing it to incomplete. No, it's going to be intercepted by the Bengals. That ball, there was a miscommunication. That ball popped up. There's about 3 Bengal players that had a chance at it, and it's going to be Geno Stone who comes away with it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. So there's a flag for illegal formation. I don't believe that will affect the interception if it does stand. But there's a little bit of a weirdness. So it hit Taylor Britt first. He almost caught it perfectly, but bounced off his chest, and it hit Geno right in the hands as he was diving. don't know, man. That ball is moving a lot there. Because, like, he catches it, but then he falls on, basically, he falls on top of the ball. And as he's doing that, the thing rolls off. But, all right, it's confirmed. So we got 1st and 10 for the Bengals here at the 4 after the interception by Cooper Rush. And it's going to be a handoff to the left, and it's going to be good for about 3 yards. What a wild sequence there, man. That was, like I said, there was miscommunication there because I think, so there was like the concept of the flat route and then somebody coming back inside. So we got 2nd and 6. Burrow in the shotgun, single receiver to the left. Burrow looking, throwing it over the middle, finding his tight end wide open at the 18 or 19. That'll be a 1st down regardless. Great job by the offensive line, man. Stonewalling that pressure up the middle. All right, we got 1st and 10. Burrow in the pistol. Single receiver to the left. Jamar Chase in motion now to the left. Handoff. And Brown fighting for some tough yardage. Gain of about 5. All right, we got 2nd and 5 here. 2 receivers to the right. Burrow in the pistol. Fakes the handoff. Looking, throwing it to Jamar Chase down the sideline. And that's going to be a huge catch and run and a 1st down for the Bengals offense, man. Chase having a field day early. That was just basically a crossing route from the right to the left. Caught it literally right at the 30. So far, 46 yards receiving, but 32 after the catch. All right, shotgun. Jamar alone to the left. It's going to be a throw to the running back underneath, and he's going to be good for about 7 on that one. And I think that's actually the former Chicago Bear, Khalil Herbert. All right, single back in the backfield, receiver in motion. It's going to be a handoff, and Herbert absolutely stonewalled at the line of scrimmage. So we got 3rd and 3 coming up. All right, Burrow in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Pressure. It's going to throw it down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. There's going to be a flag on the field, though. but I think it's going to be on Cincinnati. So, yes, it is. Did McCarthy accept this? Why? Like, I get it. It's going to be 4th and 3, and they could go for it. But they're nowhere near field goal range at this point. So they're either, I don't know. To me, I would have just taken the chance and not accepted it. See, even if they go for it, you can always make the decision to. But anyway, can be a quick throw to the left. T. Higgins catching it on the sidelines. And that's going to be bringing up a 4th and 3, maybe a 4th and 2. So they basically they gained back the yardage that they would have otherwise. Yeah, penalty yardage came back to them. So, and the Bengals are going for it here. Yeah, we got 2 receivers to the left, 2 stacked up on the right. Burrow in the shotgun takes the snap, looking, pressured, and it's going to be incomplete, trying to get it to Brown. And Overshawn, number 13 for Dallas, man, being aggressive, slapping that ball away. Heck of a job. Yeah, Overshawn did a great job, man, wrapping it up at the same time, slapping at Brown's hands and forcing that incomplete. All right, man. So the Bengals able to get the interception in the red zone, and then but unable to get anything out of it, man. Quickly were able to get down the field, but could not convert that 4th down. So we're staying at 7, man. Holy cow, man! This game is interesting so far. I like it. All right, let's see here. They're looking at the last play here by the Bengals. All right, 1st and 10, a ball at the 44 for Dallas. Quick toss to Uncle Rico on the right. He's going to be able to get it to the 49, so a gain of 5. Oh, I forgot they're doing the Simpson thing too. Yeah, I was not going to do that. That would have been too confusing. Homer throwing it down the right sideline, hitting Bart in stride. Rush looking underneath, getting it to Rico, who's going to get the first down, and will be taken down at the 41 of Cincinnati here. I'm not going to lie, saying Homer hits Bart down the right sideline, I actually almost convinced myself that I wanted to do that. I was like, you know what? I have ESPN Plus. I can switch it. No, but we'll keep it traditional. We'll keep it traditional. All right, once the Simpsons start throwing money my way, then we're talking. Handoff up the middle here. Rico finding some space, breaking a tackle, and being taken down all the way at the 22. And Uncle Rico is looking solid tonight, man. Let's see here. Nice key block, bouncing it to the left there, just outside the tackle, breaking a tackle about 6 yards down the field. And then just fighting his way to the 22, man. 1st and 10. All right, CeeDee Lamb alone to the left. Rush under center. Hand off to Rico and gain of 1. Oh, no, that's Zeke Elliott. Never mind, not Rico. All right, we got 2nd and 9. Cooper Rush alone in the shotgun. Looking, throwing it underneath. Breaking a tackle is his tight end, and that's going to be a gain of about 4. All right, we got 3 receivers on the left, bunched up. Cooper Rush in the shotgun. CeeDee Lamb going to the right here in motion. And Rush trying to throw it over the middle, and it'll be incomplete. Trying to get it to Jalen Tolbert. Sorry, McCarthy was just yelling at people down at his coaching staff, so it was kind of making me laugh. All right, so that'll be forcing a 4th and 5. So we're going to see Brandon Aubrey here to try to take the lead for the Cowboys. And we got a chip shot, 35-yard field goal. Snap, hold, kick is right down the middle, of course. Said it before, Aubrey, best kicker in the NFL. All right, when we come back, we're going to see if the Bengals can get going on offense again. So far, their first drive, 3 and out. Second drive, able to get it all the way down the field. They look good through the air. Second one, they were looking good, but then just stalled out midway at midfield. Yeah, so far this running game for Cincinnati has just not been able to move the ball. And typically Brown usually can, break off a couple runs. We'll see if that continues. We're still in the first half, but usually he starts out pretty quick and then kind of trails off at the end. And it's especially against the Dallas team who, granted, since Micah's been back, they've been slightly better at stopping the run. Because when he was hurt, man, they were awful. They were arguably one of the worst teams at stopping the run, and I mean like one of the worst. Like I'm talking about bottom five. When Micah came back, they definitely have looked a little bit better. I don't know if that's because he's been making more of a plays or they've just been able to get the other guys in the proper position because he's taken up so much of the attention. But regardless, they have improved. So maybe that's what we're seeing with them being able to kind of hold off the Bengals rush. Kick is going to be returned to the 25, 30, 35. And I think they're going to mark him around the 36. That was Khalil Herbert. All right, we got first and 10. Burrow under center here. Single back in the backfield. Handed off to Brown to the right. And good for only about two. Clock continues to roll. We are under 6 minutes here in the second. We got Burrow in the shotgun. Two receivers to the left. Jamar Chase alone to the right. Quick throw. And T. Higgins dropping that one. Running a nice little in route. Burrow kind of put it basically right on him. Couldn't haul it in. All right, we got third and 7. Dallas showing a lot of pressure here. Have 7 on the line. Only send 4. Burrow able to step up in the pocket and delivers a great ball to his receiver who's out across the 40 down to the 39. First and 10, ball at the 39. Burrow takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking deep down the field, down the right sideline, down the left sideline, and finds Jamar Chase. A little toe tap and grab, and that's a first down for the Bengals, looking a lot better. All right, empty set for the Bengals here. 3 receivers to the right. T. Higgins in the slot, get it out to the tight end. Here's got some blockers, and he's going to be taken down around the 20. And that was Mike Gesicki, the former Dolphin. Second and 5. Quick throw to the running back there. Brown to the left. He's going to break a tackle. 5, and he might have gotten into the end zone. And he jumps into the Salvation Army bucket, and they're saying he stepped out of bounds. So he's going to have to hold that celebration for just a bit. I don't think he did, man. I don't think he did. Let's see here. That's in, man. That is 100% in. That's a touchdown. No, those cleats are well in. Dude, that was a heck of an effort by Chase Brown. Jeez. All right, we're gonna go to a commercial break while they figure this out. That's a touchdown. Phenomenal, man. Heck of a job. And the call on the field was overturned. That is a touchdown for the Bengals. They are on for the extra point, and it's right down Broadway. All right. So I was watching a video on how to pronounce Andre Yosivas. Um, because I feel so there's been a lot of games that I've called for the Bengals. I think this is the third or fourth, and every single time I have butchered that man's name probably more than a dozen times. So I finally had to look up how do you pronounce it. So Andre Yosivash. So that's how you pronounce it. Yosivash. Also, badass name. Andre Yosivash. Here we go. Had to put some respect on my dude's name. He's been playing pretty well. I think basically almost every game that I've seen him, he's been able to make some plays. Also, Andre Yoshivash, man, that just has a rhythm to it, man. Has a rhythm to it. All right, we got 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the 30. We got two receivers split out to the left. Quick throw over the middle, and that'll be incomplete, nearly intercepted again. All right, 2nd and 10. Three receivers to the left. Lamb in the slot to the left as well. And it's going to be a handoff to Rico. He finds a little bit of room, gain of about 4. All right, we got 3rd and 6. CeeDee Lamb alone to the left. Oh, and we're going to get a false start on the Cowboys. Might have been on Ferguson there. So now 3rd and 11. Ferguson in motion. Shotgun, single receiver to the right. And he's going to be taken down. Cooper rush. Pressure over the middle. Could not get out of it. And that's a big, big sack for a big man. Whew. That was number 58 fighting off the center and the guard there. Hope I'm pronouncing him right, but his last name is Osai. Ossai. So there we go. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. We're going to go to a commercial break. All right, we are back, and the punt is away for the Cowboys. And it's going to be returned by the Bengals down to the 45. Let's go. All right, man. The Bengals going to have a big opportunity here to potentially extend this lead. All right, we got a minute 50 here. All of these teams have their timeouts. Receiver in motion to the right. Bengals in the shotgun. Quick throw over the middle. Jamar Chase making a man miss and getting 11 and a first down. All right, the clock is running. 1:30. 2-by-2 formation. Burrow has time. Finds his man at the 40. Taken down at the 38. The ball was loose, but he was down by contact. Bengals continuing to not use their timeouts here, hitting 1 minute on the clock. Throw to the left, and that is going to be Jamar Chase with another one, and that's taken down at the 22. Jamar was looking for a flag there for a face mask. Bengals used their first timeout with 52 seconds. Burrow so far 18 of 23, 204, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Has yet to be even sacked in this game as well. Man, dude, he has been just slinging the ball. Jamar Chase, 7 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown. You got Chase Brown, only has 5 carries for 16 yards, but he has 3 catches for 40, including that touchdown, to be able to give the Bengals a 14-10 lead. All right, looks like we are back from commercial break here. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 22. 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Receiver in motion to the right. Burrow looking, throwing it deep down the field, and nearly delivering a perfect ball to Jamar Chase. Jamar tapping his chest saying, "That's on me. That's on me." Oh, Micah able to get a little bit of pressure on Burrow, man. He has not been able to sack Burrow tonight. I think he has either 5 or 6 sacks over his last 4 games since he's been back from injury. He's been putting up some decent numbers. Chase Brown, sorry, getting he's gonna reverse field here. He's got some blockers and only able to get about 3 yards on the play. So it was a bubble. It was a screen to the left, no go. So he just reversed field to the right. Had some blockers. I think even Joe was out there throwing some blocks. And the Bengals will use a timeout here. All right, we still got 38 seconds before halftime. Looks like the Cowboys will not get the ball back here before. But they do get the ball to start the second half. So they just got to hold the Bengals here to a field goal. So 3rd and 7, ball at the 19. 2 receivers to the left. Burrow looking, pressure, and unable to deliver a ball. So it looks like Cincinnati's going to have to settle for a field goal attempt here. Snap, kick, and it's good. 30 seconds left. I think knowing McCarthy, I think he's just going to take a knee and just head into the locker room. I don't think he's going to want to force anything here. All right, the kick is out the back of the end zone, and Cowboys start at the 30 here. Sorry, the backstory between the cheerleader and Kate York is just hilarious. Sorry, I should put a name to her. Zoe York, I believe this is I can't tell if it's his girlfriend or his wife. I've yet to. I think it's his wife. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, they're harping on that one. They're really putting it in. So we got CeeDee Lamb in motion to the right. Looks like the Cowboys are going to try to get this ball down the field. Cooper Rush bouncing it underneath to the fullback who gains about 4, maybe 5. Goes out of bounds, stops the clock at 24 seconds. Dallas does have all three timeouts. Takes the snap, quick throw to the right, and nearly intercepted on that one. That was the linebacker Pratt working on Craig. Working on Ferguson there. All right, so we got 3rd and 5. Rush in the shotgun. CeeDee Lamb in the slot to the left. Need to get this to the 40 for a first down. Rush looking, rolling, and incomplete. Nearly picked off again. 15 seconds. Trying to connect with the recently uninjured Brandon Cooks. Punt is away. It'll be caught at about the 13. And there's going to be a return to the 33. There's a flag on the field. 3 seconds left on the clock. And it's going to be a holding call against Cincinnati. So 3 seconds left. Penalty. Time to take a knee. And they didn't even televise the kneel down. All right, that's hilarious. All right, we're going to go to halftime here with the score: the Cincinnati Bengals 17, the Dallas Cowboys 10. All right, guys, I will be right back, so stay tuned. Alrighty. My sweet Lanta, what a game so far, man. Nothing so wild. It's not the 38-44 game that the Bengals played a couple weeks ago against the Steelers there. But I mean, it's been interesting, man. There's been some key stops, some turnovers here and there, a couple sacks. But yeah, man, both of these teams are playing each other relatively well. Cowboys have been able to move the ball. They need to be a lot better in the red zone than they have been. But that's been the case all season long. And the Bengals, man, they are looking good on offense. Their defense is making plays, able to get off the field there in the red zone, able to intercept the pass. Unfortunately, the offense wasn't able to come away with any points there, but still, man, we're getting some good football here on Monday night, which is I think the best thing you can ask for, especially when you have two teams that are likely not going to be in the playoffs. So so what have the Cowboys done well in this game? So one, surprisingly, they have been able to run the ball very well. Rico Dowdle has been the best back thus far in the game. Not trying to say Chase hasn't made his plays, but in terms of a traditional runner, Rico Dowdle, phenomenal so far in the first half. I think they need to get him a lot more involved in the passing game. I think that will help them. I think that's going to help Cooper Rush a little bit more and also open up some things for CeeDee Lamb, Tolbert, and even Tarpon, man. Tarpon he's a limited receiver at this point in his career, or thus far in his career, because he hasn't been. It takes a while, man, to be able to get those crazy routes that you see guys like Diggs, guys like Amari Cooper do. But Tarpon has the speed to make you pay, and they need to get him more involved as well. Sorry, I'm just looking at some highlights here, but so that's what they've done well. That's what I think they need to do in the second half. Get those guys involved in the pass game. But overall, the protection has been fine. Cooper Rush has been able to get the ball out on time. But he needs to be a lot more accurate, man. He's already has one intercepted pass. We saw it on that last drive. He had almost two and get picked off. So he just needs to be a lot better, to be a little bit more accurate. His timing is fine, but he's got to be a lot more careful, man. He's going to be a little bit more precise with his throws. Maybe give him some better options, because some of that stuff over the middle, some of that stuff on the sidelines is looking a little, a little iffy. But defensively for the Cowboys, they got to be able to do something with Jamar Chase, man. He is eating them alive. I mean, he's on pace for over 150 yards, two touchdowns, almost 15 catches. You got to play better than that against this Bengals offense, who has been great, obviously, but you got to play better than that. Let me see here. I'm trying to think. For the most part, Burrow has been okay. I think he's been sacked once in this game. He hasn't been pressured a ton of times. But they got to find a way to get Micah one-on-one with these offensive linemen. You got to get rid of the chips. You got to get rid of the tight ends, the double teams. You got to find ways to either get him open, or these other guys have to step up. Because if Joe Burrow just has time, even if he has to roll out, he's gonna find guys open. So they got to do a better job against this offensive line and get Joe Burrow down on the ground and kind of force him to throw that ball away. And now, what have they done so far? I touched on it before. Their passing game has been phenomenal. Joe, over 200 yards on the night so far. Their running game, their leading rusher is Jamar Chase. Sorry, not Jamar Chase. Chase Brown, who has only about 16 rushing yards. So, not great. They need to get more. They're definitely going to need to be able to run the ball more if they want to be able to eat some of this clock and protect this lead. And then defensively, they've actually played pretty well for the most part. They've been able to, they got the interception. They do have a sack on Cooper Rush. They might actually have two. Let me double check. But while I check that, the Bengals, they've done a great job of being able to minimize the damage so far of these other receivers. CD Lamb is kind of making plays, but most of his stuff has come after the catch, which just means that they're not in great position to bring him down. Same thing with Jamar Chase, actually. A lot of his yardage is coming after the catch. So they just got to be better at wrapping up. They got to be in better position to be able to get in these guys' ways who are just having a field day. But for the most part, Ferguson has not been a factor. He's been their number one tight end. Even the backup Shootamaker, he's not making big plays. And just the other guys, man, it's just been Lamb doing it by himself. They got to do a better job of bringing down Rico Dowdle, man. He has been running all over the field. Um, yeah, he's looked significantly better. Like I said, he's so far the best running back in this game. So they got to find ways to slow him down. Otherwise, the Cowboys are going to just hang around. And again, this Bengals defense has not been good all season. And if the passing game starts to kind of open up a little bit more, on top of Rico Dowdle being able to run, the Cowboys are going to make a comeback and they're going to probably be able to seal this one away. So they got to do it better. Um, Bengals offense, they got to find a way to run the ball. That's as simple as that. They're eventually Jamar Chase is not going to be always going to be open realistically in this game. The Cowboys have a solid secondary. They got some decent safeties. They got some solid corners. We've seen them make plays on the ball already. So they got to be able to find ways to get these guys open. Whether it's Jamar Chase, Khalil Herbert, one of these guys is going to have to be able to break off a run or just consistently be able to move the chains on the ground. If the Bengals can do that at the very least, and if their defense can continue to play like they have, even if they don't, even if Rico Dowdle still continues to run, if they can do what they've been doing on defense and they can get the running game going on offense, I think the Bengals are going to be able to salt this one away. It's going to be a little bit closer than what they would want, but they're going to be able to get away tonight with a win. So those are my thoughts. That's what I think these teams have done well, what they have done bad, and what they need to continue or what they need to improve on in the second half to be able to win or make a comeback. So let me know what you think. Do you agree with it? What do you think these teams need to do to be able to come away with a big victory that they need to keep their very, very slim playoff hopes alive? All right, I was wrong. Burrow was not sacked in that first half. Could have sworn they brought him down. But Cooper Rush was sacked once in that first half. Hmm. All right, we are back from halftime. Let's go. And the Bengals kick it off to the Cowboys. All right, we got Cooper Rush under center. Uncle Rico in the backfield. Play action. Throwing it down the left seam, and that'll be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tolbert. Hit him right in the hands. He did have to dive for it, but still. Hit your hands, you got to catch it, right? All right, we got 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the left. I believe that is Lamb in the slot there to the left as well. Empty set. Quick throw to the right, and that'll be a catch for a gain of about 6. Brandon Cooks making a nice little diving catch, but there is a flag on the field. I think it's going to be on Cincinnati. Oh, it's going to be illegal contact against the Bengals here, but I think that's going to be... No, that will be accepted because it's an automatic first down, so... All right, 2 receivers to the left. Under center here, Uncle Rico getting a carry here down to about the 38. Gain of 3. And it's going to be an end around with Tarpon. And he's going to be good for about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and about 2 coming up. There we go, man. Getting Tarpon on the field, man. He has been... Dude, the guy is just so dang dangerous, man. He's so fast. All right, ball at the 43. They need to get it to the 45 here. So 2-by-2 formation. Lamb in motion. Cooper Rush buying some time. Throwing it down the field, and that's going to be a first down. Ball at the 40 of Cincinnati, and that is number 9, Turpin, with a huge grab. Gain of about 17 there for the speedy wideout. All right, officially at the 41. Single back in the backfield. Believe that is Mingo in motion. Play action, getting it to the tight end here. He's gonna make almost make a man miss, and he's gonna get about 7 or 8 yards on the play. Shootamaker, who's I don't know if it was because of the injury to Ferguson a couple of weeks ago with the concussion, but Shootamaker, man, seems like he's picked up a lot more of the snaps over the last few weeks. I don't know if they're still trying to keep Ferguson, just kind of bringing him back slowly, or if it's more of like, we like what the rookie is doing, and we're going to give him more snaps now. So inverted I here, handoff to the right, and Rico breaking it off, 25-15, 10, and taken down At about the 6 yard line is Uncle Rico breaking off a huge run. Nice run, man. Just to the outside of the right tackle. Great blocking down the field and just great speed by Dowdle there. Right, first and goal, ball at the 6, 3 receivers on the left. Looks like Zeke in the backfield in the shotgun orbit motion. Zeke getting the handoff and falling forward past the 4 down to about the 3.5 yard line. Second and goal. Ferguson in motion. We got a shotgun here by Cooper Rush. Looking, throwing it down in the back of the end zone. And that is a touchdown to Brandon Cooks. We do have a flag, though, so we'll see what the call is. And it's going to be on Cincinnati, so that'll be declined. And the touchdown will stand for the Dallas Cowboys. Just a great out route there by Cooks in the slot. Aubrey in for the extra point, and this one is good. Game is all tied up. 17 all. Let's freaking go, man. We got ourselves a game. Heck yeah. So I was a little worried that the Cowboys offense was not going to be able to put up points. And we were going to have one of those games where it would be a little bit one-sided, but it's not been the case, man. We got ourselves a game. All right, waiting on the kickoff here. And this will be downed in the end zone. Cincinnati will start with the ball at the 30. Burrow over 200 yards passing in that first half. 2 touchdowns, no picks. Threw the ball 26 times in that first half. Something tells me they're going to slow it down just a little bit here, potentially. Single back in the backfield, 2 to the left. Play action and quick throw, and that'll be to Jamar Chase. Gain of 8. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're just going to keep on throwing it. It's working, so. All right, we got 2nd and 2, ball at the 38. Burrow under center here. Hand off to Brown, who cuts it inside and will get it down to the 48. Gain of 10. That was only the 10th time that they have chose to run it, and by far the best gain though thus far tonight for the Bengals. Officially a gain of 9, ball at the 47, takes the snap, throws over the middle, and finds Chase for a gain of about 5, maybe 6. Overshawn, man, doing a great job of bringing Chase down there. Jamar over 100 on the night already. 9 catches for a buck 109. And throws and incomplete. Burrow just having to run around for his life, man. Parsons was coming right after him. All right, we got 3rd and 4, ball at the 47 of Dallas. Joe Burrow looking, throwing to his left, and it's going to be a catch by Jamar Chase. Who else? Chase working on Lewis there. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 39. under center, handoff up the middle, and Brown nearly breaking that one. If he would have stayed on his feet, he might have had a chance for a big run there. Otherwise, gain of I think 6 on the play. Second and 4. Ball at the 33. Single back in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right. Play action and screen not developing. So Burrow just throws that one to the turf. Looks like might be a flag there. Is this going to be on Burrow? Because, I mean, his running back was right there. Ineligible receiver downfield. So there'll be 2nd and 9 instead of 3rd and 4. Burrow looking, throwing it deep down the field, and that is going to be intercepted by the Dallas Cowboys. That thing was, ooh. So either the timing was way off or that was just a bad throw by Joe. Does he hold on to it? Let's see here. Yep, that's going to stand. That is Malik Hooker with the interception. This game is getting just better and better, man. Let's go. Dallas is playing the right kind of brand of football right now, man. They're being smart on defense. They're causing some turnovers. That offense has a chance here, man, to keep it going, keep that momentum going against the defense that just has not played, once again, very good football for most of the year. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball inside the 20, man over the middle. That is Ferguson for a huge run. It's going to be out across the 35 down to about the 37. Jake Ferguson just wide open, man. First and 10. And it's going to be a handoff to Dowdle, who's going to get out across the 40 down to about the 42, maybe the 43 there. All right, after that gain of 7, we got 2nd and 3 coming up for the Cowboys. 2 receivers to the right, single back in the backfield. Rush under center. It's going to be a little end around there for Lamb, who's going to get about 2 yards, 2.5 yards on the play. So about third and a short 2 coming up. And it's going to be QB sneak and Rush able to get the yardage for the first down. Chris Lasso, what's going on, brother? How you doing? How are you on this fine Monday night? All right, Rush under center here, single back in the backfield, Lamb in motion to the right. Handoff to Rico, who's going to stumble his way for a gain of 1. Looks like he might have tripped over something, might have tripped over the turf there. You know, Uncle Rico had a good first half, so he might have been hitting the brewskis a little early, You know how Uncle Rico do. He celebrates early every time. And it's going to be a little bit of a wildcat here. Turpin with the carry and the snap, and that's a first down for the Dallas Cowboys, man. Turpin taking the snap, running to the right, had some blockers. Had the option to lateral it to CeeDee Lamb, but instead just took off, put the burners on, and got that first down. Doing well, man. The game has been good, man. So Bengals just turned the ball over with an interception. Burrow trying to find Chase over the middle. Got picked off by Malik Hooker. And now the Cowboys, man, they're driving. They scored the opening touchdown here in the second half to tie it up. And it's going to be a quick throw to the right and incomplete, trying to get it to Turpin. So 2nd and 10 coming up. I think it was sometime in it was either the end of the first or the beginning of the second. Cowboys were in the red zone, and Cooper Rush ended up getting picked off at the 4. So couple interceptions by each quarterback. So, but weirdly enough, the Cowboys have been able to run the ball, and they've been able to stop the run, which is 2 things they have not done well all season. Quick throw, get it to CeeDee Lamb, who's going to gain 8 yards, so 3rd and 2 coming up for the Cowboys. So, yeah, man, both these teams are playing some really interesting football. It's a close game. It's been a good one. All right, Lamb in motion to the right. 3 receivers on the right side. Cooper Rush in the shotgun. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle. Rico Dowdle able to get the first down, and it's going to be inside the 30. Uncle Rico, man, just having himself a freaking night. But Chris, hopefully work went well for you, man. Hopefully you get to relax a little bit with a little bit of football, maybe a brewski here or some food, man. All right, we got shotgun here, two receivers to the right. And Rush trying to climb the pocket, and it's not going to go well for him. He gets sacked. We got a flag. We got another flag. Oh, boy. I think the initial flag might be holding on the Cowboys. I think actually both of these are going to be on the Cowboys. All right, first we got a holding call on Dallas. Yep, that's going to be declined. And then after that, we have a personal foul on Dallas. And that's going to be on the rookie tight end, Schoonemaker. McCarthy calling that a flop. Eh, I've seen a lot worse flops. I think, yeah, you can probably call that a. So we got 2nd and 26 after the personal foul. Cooper Rush trying to find somebody, throws it over the middle, and Zeke able to get 2 yards on the catch. All right, so the Cowboys are at the 43, so this would be just kind of in the limits of Aubrey here. I think they would want to get an extra 5 or 6 yards. They're going to hand it off to Uncle Rico, who breaks it in to the 30 and taken down at the 29. And Uncle Rico, man, just having a freaking night. And that's going to give the Cowboys a great opportunity to get at least a field goal here to take the lead. So I'm not exactly sure where the play clock is, but we got less than 11 seconds before this before the clock runs out and we head into the fourth, which looks like that's what we're going to do. And that is the end of the third, and we are headed to the final quarter of this pretty phenomenal Monday night game. We've had some good offense, we've had some good special teams, and we've had some pretty solid defense from two defenses that have not played extremely well for most of the year. Sorry about that. So the Bengals were really moving the ball before that interception happened. They were getting into solid position. But man, that was a weird throw over the middle. I still don't know exactly what happened. I think it had something to do with Jamar Chase making a decision that Burrow didn't like. Because when they looked at when they were showing him on the sidelines after looking at the tablet, I think he mouthed Jamar, "What are you doing?" So it might have been a little bit of miscommunication there between the two former college teammates there. But for the most part tonight, him and him and Chase have been on the same page for 99% of the routes that have been run. All right, snap, hold, and the kick is good. Aubrey continuing his phenomenal season. And the Cowboys take the lead here in the fourth. 20-17. And we just got back from a commercial break and we're heading to another one. Oh my goodness. Come on. You know, the NFL is going to make its paper too, I guess. Heck yeah, let's go, man. Dude, there's like trust me, it's always a good time when your team wins. It's a whole nother thing when your fantasy team wins. That's a I usually do play, but this year I didn't. Just because I wanted to focus one with my other job that takes up a lot of my time, and I knew I wanted to do this, and I wasn't sure exactly how much time it would be committing to. It's quite a bit, but it's so yeah. I didn't do it this year, but next year I'm gonna be doing some fantasy, and I'm hoping if we can get some people here on this channel, I'm willing to do a league for the channel as well. So that's what I'm planning. But yeah, the best I've done was I think it was the Peyton Manning the first year over there in Denver with Wes Welker. I made it to the championship game and I finished second in that league. So I was able to win some cash. It was just me and a couple buddies of mine from high school, so we were able to win some kashish there. But yeah, usually I do make the playoffs, but usually it's either I'm like the Cowboys, man. I either make it to the first round and I get knocked out, or I get lucky enough to win one round, but then can never make it to that conference title, man. Can never make it to the conference title, man. Second place. It's always tough, man, because you're like, oh man, it's so close. In every single time, man, you're like, oh man, I'm gonna figure it out. I know the secret code. I got to second place. I can do it again. I could just do it better. Nope. There was one year that I was able to trade Adrian Peterson. I think this was just after it was the season where he got suspended for some of the off the field stuff, and I traded him literally just before he got suspended. And yeah, the guys that I got for him had great seasons, and it's going to be returned by the Bengals, getting it out to the 32 there. Oh heck yeah, man! Oh absolutely. No, I'm gonna try to set that up. It's gonna be it might be something to do with Patreon. So I'm gonna try to do I might do one for the channel and one for Patreon, just to kind of get people if they start joining that Patreon, I want to give them some incentives to be able to, stay on there besides, some extra Q&A stuff. But yeah, man, definitely I will definitely keep you guys posted, man. That's going to be fun. And a quick throw to Brown, who breaks the tackle down to the 40, 45, and going to be out across the 47. All right, man. The Bengals already nearing midfield. But Chris, how you doing in fantasy this year, man? Well, where you at? We got 1st and 10. Throw to Jamar, and that's going to be a gain of 11 and a first down for the Bengals. Moving down the field here. All right, Burrow under center here. Handoff to Brown, who breaks off a huge gain of 11 and another first down. There we go, man. The Bengals starting to rip off some big chunks here. Middle of the pack. Oh, I'm sorry, man. It's honestly, those are the worst seasons, to be honest with you. Like, because you have, I don't know about you, but anytime I'm like, there was one season I literally finished a perfect 6-6, sitting at 7-7. Oh man, Burrow under center, handoff to Brown again, and so apparently the last time wasn't a first down. It was a gain of 9.5, and this time Brown able to get 3 and the first down. But we got a Cowboy down on the ground. That is Overshawn, who has been phenomenal for them. Overshawn was a rookie last year, playing pretty well. Then, unfortunately, got injured, and basically missed a large portion of his rookie season. And this season, been able to stay healthy, played amazing. But he is down on the ground, and we're gonna go to a commercial break. But yeah, man, 7-7 is rough because you always, especially when you're that close to being above 500, you always have every week you're like, okay, this is going to be the week. I figure it out. I'm going to go on a run. Boom, boom, boom. At least when you're losing, like when you have a losing record and you're like, okay, I have no chance at making the playoffs, you can just be like, you know what, I'm going to take some risks. I'm going to put this guy in there, see what he does. It starts to become a little bit more fun. But when you're like in the middle of the pack, man, there's just so much pressure because you think you're just one game away, one player away, one right decision. It's torture, man. It's torture. I'm speaking for myself. Every single week, man. I remember I was 3-3, and I was like, oh, I got this, man. I figured it out. Was able to win 3 in a row. Got to 6-6, and then I lost the last 3, and I went to 6-6. It was just awful, man. Just awful. Glad to know that that feeling is universal. Oh man, dude, fantasy is fun, man, but it can be torturous, man. It's because it's like once again, it's one thing to root for your team, like the Packers or whatever it is. It's a whole or the Dolphins, but it's a whole other thing when it's like you're the one making the decisions. You die a little bit inside, man. It's hurts. Raven Pratt, what's going on, brother? Hey, put me in. Hey, man, let's go, man. All right, man. I'll be the fullback, quarterback. Chris, what do you want to be? Wideout? I'm just saying, man. We can put a solid 11 on 11 here. And we're back from commercial break, and the bad news is Overshawn is being assisted off the field. It looks like he has not been able to put any real pressure on that foot. Had a Cincinnati offensive lineman fall on that right knee. So that sucks, man. Hopefully Overshawn can get healthy and he can come back this season, man. He's been great for the Dallas Cowboys. So we got 1st and 10. Burrow quickly throwing it over the middle, finds a man wide open, and that'll be a first down inside the 20 down to the 18. Raven, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? And are you trying to root for anybody here? I mean, your name is Raven, so I'm assuming maybe a Baltimore fan. Just hoping the Cincinnati Bengals can lose another one. But let us know, man. Who's your team? Who do you go for, man? All right, we got Burrow in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, and a nice throw to the tight end down to the 12. That is Mike Gesicki, the former Miami Dolphin, making a play there. Burrow in the shotgun, 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Jamar Chase alone to the right. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and Brown able to get about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. So, Chris, you're 7-7. Are you in the playoff race still, or is that ship sailed, man? All right, we got 3rd and 2 coming up here. Burrow in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. T. Higgins alone to the right. Cowboys send 4. Thrown to the right and incomplete. T. Higgins able to get one hand on it, but way too high. So 4th and 2, and the Bengals are going to have to settle for a field goal here, trying to tie it up. Yeah, unfortunately, that throw right there, that ball just never dropped for Burrow. So we got 10-28 with the field goal coming up. Cade York trying to tie this one up. 29 yards, and the kick is good. All right. Oh, heck yeah, let's go. Still in the race. Still in the race. I like it. All right, with 10:24 left in this game, we are tied 20 apiece. Let's go. Any Given Sunday, man. Solid movie, by the way. Oliver Stone, Jamie Foxx, Al Pacino. You gotta fight for that inch, man. You gotta fight for that inch, Chris. Hopefully you get that reference. I don't know if you've seen that movie or not. But actually that's a great question. Anybody in the chat, what is your favorite football movie of all time? All right, looks like we are back from commercial break. But the answer, let me see here. Remember the Titans. Let's freaking go. Heck yeah. Yeah, man. You can't go wrong with Remember the Titans, man. It's a classic. Oh heck yeah. The Longest Yard. Are you talking about the Adam Sandler one or the original Burt Reynolds one? Even though both of them do have Burt Reynolds technically. All right, we got Cooper Rush in the shotgun, two receivers to the left, Turpin in motion, and Rico being brought down for a loss for the one of the few times in this game. Seastrom, what's going on, dude? Welcome, welcome. I mean, it's been a fun game, Seastrom. The Cowboys, man, they're battling out here, man. They're looking good on offense. Chris Sandler, yep, I agree. I agree. I've watched the original. It's solid, but the Sandler one it just looks a little bit better. And a deep throw down the right sideline. That'll be incomplete, man. I like that the Cowboys are trying to get Turpin involved, man. The guy is just so darn explosive. But yeah, man, no, the having like the former NFL players there in that Sandler movie, it just elevates the it really just elevates everything. So we got 3rd and 11 here. Single receiver to the right. CD Lamb in the slot to the left. Pressure and quick pressure. Completely unblocked over the middle, and the Bengals force a punt here. 4th and 11 coming up. Let me see here. I'm trying to think. My favorite, the replacements with Keanu Reeves, Gene Hackman. That one is that one I can watch. I can be in the middle of anything. That movie's on. I'm gonna start watching it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's the beginning, the middle, the end. I'm watching the rest of it. And the Bengals are gonna try to return this one, and they'll get it to the 25. We got 9:33, and Joey Burrow is coming back on the field to try to take the lead here late. Yeah, I think the replacements having John Madden and Pat Summerall really it just really elevates the whole movie, man. Having those voices in your head while you're watching, it feels like you're watching a real football game. It's just so much fun. And Seastrom, what's your favorite football movie, man? All right, mixed feelings. This game what has serious consequences for our draft pick. Is this what we live here? Yeah, that should be how it works. I'm assuming if it's not head to head because it is interconference, If it's not head to head, it's going to be record in your own respective conferences. So I'm not exactly sure what the records for those teams are, but I mean, a loss does not hurt the Cowboys for sure in terms of getting a better pick. Only ones I've actually was with Marshall and The Blind Side. Okay, okay. Heck yeah, man. I actually went to go see The Blind Side in theaters when they first came out. Really, really well made movie. Though if you've seen some of the recent news with Michael Orr, it doesn't change the fact that it's a good movie, but maybe not the most true to life in terms of that, but very emotional movie. Great performances by honestly everybody. But yeah, I remember watching that one in the theaters. And then We Are Marshall, just another great emotional movie. All right, snap, handoff, up the middle, and Brown getting about 4 yards to the 30. All right, man. The Bengals starting to run the ball a little bit better here in the second half. Chase Brown finding some room in the middle here of the field. We got Jamar Chase in motion to the left. Burrow in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws to the right. Wide open is his tight end. Down to the 45 and finally hauled down around the 49. Oh, nice little double move. That's not even a traditional slant. So it looked like he was gonna go on the flat and then just curled it back in. And we got 1st and 10, ball at the 49. T. Higgins in motion, toss to the right. And this time, the Cowboys. Kendricks coming in for a huge tackle for a loss. Yeah, Chase Brown could not get any momentum there. He was just taken down for a loss of 3. Second and 13. Quick throw. And it's going to be a fumble. Cowboys pick it up. They're still not calling him down, and he's going to be taken down finally at around the 29. And the Cowboys have a great opportunity here to take the lead. Oh, that was a clean catch there. That was Trayvon Diggs forcing the fumble. Oh, no. They're going to take it away from the Cowboys, and they're going to say that's an incomplete pass. I don't know, man. That's to me that's a fumble, dude. I mean, he's trying to regain possession of the ball. He didn't catch it cleanly, but that to me that's a fumble. All right. So we got 3rd and 13. 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Burrow in the shotgun, takes the snap, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. He fumbles it this time, but the Bengals recover. This time was a fumble, and Joe Burrow is slow to get up, and he is limping off the field here. Zach Taylor is livid right now. They're saying there should have been a flag for a face mask, and from what I can tell, he might actually be right. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yes. So these referees are just missing everything at this point. They're calling incomplete passes. They're missing freaking penalties here for a face mask. What is going on? And they're going to call a delay a game on the Bengals. So adding insult to injury, Joe Burrow coming off the field with a little bit of a limp after getting his head nearly ripped off. Oh, yeah. I'm right there with you, Seastrom. That should have been an automatic first down there. I think these referees they want to go home. It's Monday, it's late, and the punt is going to go into the end zone. Cowboys are going to get the ball at the 20. Dude, I seriously got to start eating before these games because they are showing some of the most delicious food, and I'm dying. I'm dying right now. Terry Black's barbecue. Ooh. Dude, that sounds good, man. I haven't had barbecue in, I think the last time I had barbecue was about 2.5 years ago, man. And it was delicious. There was biscuits, mac and cheese, of course, some ribs. I think there was a baked potato, I think. Oh, man, dude, it was. I gotta stop talking about food. I'm making myself hungrier as I talk about it. I'm literally torturing myself right now. Oh my goodness. But Terry Black's barbecue, man. Actually, I'm gonna write that down, man. Every few years I go down to Texas. So I'm gonna have to remember that when I'm down there, man, because we're definitely hitting that spot up, man. That food looked amazing. Terry Black's, let's go. Terry Black's, there is, it's a chain. All right, we got a couple options here. We got one in Dallas. We got one in Austin, Waco. All right, saving those bad boys for later. Let's go. All right, we got 6:31 left in this game. And we are all knotted up at 20. Lamb in motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle with Rico, and he's going to fight his way for a gain of about 14. Uncle Rico putting in the work. Rico has basically been carrying this offense for most of the game. Great cutback inside, man. Running tough. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 34. Single back in the backfield, play action, getting it out to the tight end, unable to connect with Jake Ferguson. Look up the Battle of Mille Barbecue biggest beef. It's kind of... All right, let's check that out here. Yeah, not a great throw there by Cooper Rush. I think if he hits Ferguson, I think he's good for at least 5 or 6 yards. There is not a whole lot of defenders down that left sideline. All right, 3 receivers bunched up. Play action, Rush needing to run, and that one is going to be overthrown, trying to get it to Brandon Cooks. All right, we got 3rd and 10. Single receiver to the right. Tight end in the slot to the left. Cooper Rush is going to need to run. He gets away from one, and the pass is batted down. So 4th and 10, and the Bengals defense, man, holding up. Punt is away. It's going to be caught at the 18. And moderate return down to the 24. There is a flag on the field. All right, here we go. Little article from actually a year ago. Almost 2, actually. Holy cow, man. There's like a whole family history here. This is hilarious. Seastrom, I'm going to have to read this, the rest of this article, man. This is hilarious. The 2 long rivaling sides of the family have taken their spicy feud to the streets of Lockhart. That's hilarious. But talking about this game now. So both of these defenses seem to be playing pretty darn well down the stretch here. Nobody wants to score anymore. And I feel like might be stating the obvious here, maybe, but I think the next team to score is the team that wins. Whether it's the Bengals on this upcoming drive or the Cowboys if they get the ball back. Because I don't think that either of these offenses are going to be able to get it, be able to get going enough to be able to score, back to back. I hope I'm wrong. I'm hoping we can still get a few more, at least two more scores, one for each of these teams. Dude, that run by Chase Brown, man, down that left sideline was wild. All right, after the penalty, the Bengals will start at the 14 here. 5:31 left in the fourth. Burrow needing to step up in the pocket, finds and delivers a great ball down the left sideline to Jamar Chase. That's going to be a first down. I think he stepped out at around the 26, maybe the 27. Oh, I'm completely wrong. Closer to the 31. Quick throw down the left seam, and that is going to be caught for a gain of about 4. Quick throw over the middle and hits Jamar right in the hands. But there is going to be a flag. It's a late flag. And it's going to be pass interference on the Cowboys here with 4:06 left in the game. First and 10, ball at the 46, handoff to Brown, and he's going to fight his way to about the 48, maybe the 49. Second and 7. Burrow in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Quick throw, getting it to Jamar. He's going to be out across the 50 down to about the 45. There's going to be a flag, and I think this is going to be on Cincy for. Okay, holding. And that's going to be on Andre Yoshiva. Sorry, Yosivash. That's his name. That's his name. Andre Yosivash. I don't know if there's a single article I could recommend that explains the whole story, especially. Ooh. Yeah, the article that I saw here was from I think it was like a local Texas article, and it was dated for January or February of 2023. So maybe that one has like the most history, maybe, or maybe just the most recent stuff. Burrow needing to scramble, rolling. There's a flag already in the backfield. I think it's going to be on Cincinnati here. Getting it out to the tight end, Semple, which is going to be about 2 or 3 yards shy of the first, but yep, we got a holding call on the Bengals, and that's going to make this a little bit more difficult here on Cody Ford there. Yeah, Cody Ford, the left tackle, trying to keep Micah Parsons from utterly destroying this play. All right, well, the Bengals went from almost to the 45 of Dallas back to their own 30 here. So 2nd and 26. Quick throw underneath. Brown able to get to the 36. So we got 3rd and 20 coming up here for Cincinnati. And we're under 2:30 left in this game. So this will likely be the final play before the 2-minute warning, as long as it's caught. And Burrow taken down for a sack. And the Dallas Cowboys with a phenomenal blitz there. A lot of overlapping runs. And I'm trying to see who the player is. So it was the player out of Notre Dame. All right, 2-minute warning, and we are headed to commercial for the final 2 minutes of this game. Who knows? We might be going into overtime on this Monday night. Yeah, man, this has been a phenomenal game. Like they've scored points, man, 20 points each. But man, these defenses are really starting to take over. Basically, in this fourth quarter, man, it's been all defense. Let me read the article because I think that way we're gonna have a good back and forth. So yeah, let's wait until Thursday, my friend, because that is a because I feel like that's just like some that's like I'm trying to think of the writers. Um, have you ever seen The Big Short? It's like basically it's talking about the market crash from 2008. The guys that write those kinds of movies, I think they even came out with a recent one that was talking about the GameStop stuff, um, like the stock market and stuff like that. I think that that those guys would probably love this story because it just feels like it would be comedic. It would be a great thing to write about. It'd be a nice like 90-minute comedy slash, I don't want to say drama, but maybe a little bit of drama in there. Yeah. So those kinds of movies, like it's like a serious topic. It's like something that's real, but they really like to throw in a lot of comedy because it's just craziness. So Cowboys block it. Cowboys block it. Oh no, they didn't recover it. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was not recovered by the Cowboys. It was fourth down anyway, so oh my gosh. So that was Nick Vigil, number 41 there. I don't know. I don't know what the rule is on the field because like it hit a Cowboys player because he tried to recover it. I think it's gonna stay with Cincinnati, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. They should have just stayed away from it, man, because it was gonna be. Oh my god, it's gonna be a Cincinnati ball. It's a new set of downs for the Bengals. It went from literally yes to absolutely disastrous for the Cowboys, man. What the heck? I mean, they're still on their own side of the field, so they still have to get some decent yardage. Quick throw, and it's going to be caught for a decent gain of about 7. And that was a Vash. Vash. Oh, Scooter. Oh, I can only imagine what his stream is like right now. It has to be pretty wild. All right, we got 2nd and 3. Handoff up the middle. Brown finding some space and getting it down to the 40 of Dallas. And at this point, the Cowboys are going to have to start thinking about using some of their own timeouts. So they're at the 40. This would be roughly a 58-yarder. Cade York, I'm not exactly sure what his leg is like, but honestly, they would probably want to get this under 50. Quick throw, and Jamar Chase breaking loose. 20, 15, 10, 5, and that's a touchdown for the Bengals. Wow, with 1:01 left on the clock, it might have actually been better for the Bengals if they would have just taken this at the 1 and just ran the rest of the clock out. So just a great little stick route there. The corner over pursued to the sidelines. Jamar looped back inside and then literally just took it home. Kick is up and it is good. Wow. Hey, Seastrom, there's a silver lining right there, like you said. Better draft pick. Jamar Chase, 14 catches, 177 yards, and 2 touchdowns. It literally started with a great play by the Cowboys on special teams to start the punt, great block, and then a huge mistake trying to recover it. Wow. So much we can say. They also check out Terry Black's barbecue throws shade at. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. There we go. Man, there's a whole history of this Terry's barbecue, huh, man? And Micah Parsons is just beside himself on the sidelines. He just cannot believe what just happened. Second one covers some of the more recent. Okay. Heck yeah, let's go. All right, 1st and 10. Cooper Rush throwing it down the field, finding CeeDee Lamb for a gain of 15 down to the 45. Cowboys are not really rushing to the line here. Very slow. All right, well, they're going to use a timeout. All right, they put 3 seconds back on the clock, so we got 53 seconds. Ball at the 45 for on the Dallas sideline, on the Dallas side of the field. 1st and 10, 2-by-2 formation. Cooper takes the snap. He's gonna run. He's gonna trip and only gain maybe a yard, if that. Clock is running. Clock is running. All right, 35 seconds, snap, pressure, and he's going to get sacked back at the 40-yard line. Cowboys are going to be forced to use a timeout here. Hendrickson just absolutely beating the left tackle to just ram into Cooper Rush there at the end. Oh man, dude, this is rough. Like I think even like maybe I'm wrong, Seastrom, but I think even if the Cowboys would have lost this one, this is not the best way to lose it. They're, like it's one thing if like they blocked it, Dallas get the ball back, but they just weren't able to score. It'd be one thing. Rush throwing it down the field and only throwing it for a gain of about 7 for Jake Ferguson. And it looks like the Cowboys are going to have to use their final timeout here with the clock around 25 seconds. So we got 24 seconds, 3 receivers on the right. Cooper Rush looking, throwing it down the field and throws it way too high. And that is it. Turnover on downs. And the Cowboys will drop to 5-8, and their 2-game win streak is going to be snapped here. And the Bengals, who were struggling for wins over the last few weeks, are going to get into the winning column and improve to 5-8. And I think he was trying to get it to Brandon Cooks, and Brandon basically went outside towards the sideline instead of cutting it in because that ball was way too high for Cooper Rush. Sorry, for Jake Ferguson. And Micah Parsons is not going to stick around. He is heading straight to the sidelines. Sorry, straight into the locker room. Doesn't have his helmet. Mm. Well, man, it was a. I mean, it was. This was a good game. Um, the Bengals, they just were able to make one less mistake. I feel like at the end. But hot dang, man. Like I said, I was not expecting. I wasn't sure what to expect with these teams. I knew the Bengals were going to be able to put up some offense, just because that's what they've been able to do for most of the season. I wasn't sure if their defense was going to be able to hold the Cowboys' offense because Cowboys were looking a little bit better over the last couple of weeks. But man, it was a good one, man. Rico Dowdle had a great game for the Cowboys. CD Lamb was putting up some decent yardage, and Tarpon, man, was able to get in there in the second half and make some plays for the Cowboys offense to kind of get them moving a little bit, got them kind of helped them out, get some points here in the second half. Um, both of these defenses, like I said, were playing really darn well throughout the fourth quarter until the very end there. But yeah, man, this was an entertaining, very very entertaining Monday night game. Oh, okay. I was wondering what was going on with Burrow, man. He had like a weird like pink frosting on it, but it's a Simpsons Simpsons kind of thing. Yeah, I'll give him that. Happy to see Burrow. Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, the Bengals offense, they have been really solid. They struggled for that first month or 5 games, but since then, that offense has been really good. It's just the defense. That defense was really the big reason why they've lost a good chunk of their games. But yeah, man, another tough loss for Dallas. Like I said, though, you have to be really happy with Rico Dowdle. He's been freaking phenomenal for them. He seems to be getting better and better as the season goes on. And dude, if to be honest with you, I would want the Packers to trade for him, man. I really like Rico. I even talked about this like I think all the way back in the Steelers game where he was making some plays. So that's gotta be a little bit encouraging if you're a Dallas fan. It looks like you have a solid running back, and hopefully if you can find another one in the draft, can make a decent 1-2 punch. So, but yeah, man. But I'm trying to think here. I think that is it. I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. Week 14 in the books. This is week I think this might be the 10th week that we have been able to do 5 games on the channel for the week. So it's a lot of hours, man. But honestly, man, this is it's so much fun. It's so much fun watching football, talking about football, and then chatting with you guys about some of the most random things. Like tonight, we started talking about barbecue, man. So I'm gonna have to look up. I'm gonna have to do some homework on Terry Black's barbecue and the potential storylines that we're gonna have to talk about a little bit on Thursday. So, all right, Seastrom, I'll catch you later, brother. I'll catch you on Thursday, and I'll be doing my homework. All right, I'll be doing my homework. Shout out to Chris, man. Chris, thank you for popping in, man. Always appreciate it when you come in. I'll catch you. Hopefully, I'll catch you on Thursday as well, brother. And then Raven Pratt coming in here for a little bit. But yeah, man, just another great week of football. Way to end this one with a really solid game between the Cowboys and the Bengals. Bengals getting a big victory there at the end. And we're going to be ready to roll for next week. So I will catch you guys later. My name is Dave, and I'm not a coach. Thank you.